Thank you for visiting my channel. Next Generation Built Me Up. My name is Sister Lace, and we are here for a lesson. What the topic is today would be, can we be perfect? What I am going to do during this lesson is prove to you that we can, in fact, be perfect, okay? So I want you guys to grab some crayons, color pencils, markers, or grab a pencil because we're going to do a little bit of drawing. I am going to go over categories of the laws with you guys to prove that we can in fact be perfect in this wicked world, okay? So go ahead and grab some paper, do this drawing that I'm going to post right now, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so now that you guys have your drawings done, I first want to go ahead and discuss with you guys regarding our temple. We are currently in the midst of our feast day, Feast of Dedication, and I hope you guys did listen to the book reading of the Holy Day to get an understanding of why we celebrate the Feast of Dedication and how we celebrate it now. Now, in 1 Corinthians, it says that with our temples, the Holy Spirit dwells within us. So it is up to us to clean our temples, which is our bodies, clean, okay? That is our job, to keep our bodies clean, because when we don't, the Holy Spirit will leave, and we do not want that, okay? So let's go ahead over the categories of the laws. Knowing all the categories of the laws is going to help us become perfect, okay? So we have your drawing. We're going to start at the bottom, okay? The dietary law. So we have two temples here, okay? So the dietary law has to do with clean and unclean foods that we put into our bodies, okay? So in Leviticus 11, it tells us which foods are clean and which foods are unclean, okay? So what I want you guys to do is go ahead and grab a light crayon, color pencil, marker, and I want you to color this person temple up to the dietary laws, and then grab a dark color and color it up to here. Pause the video and I'll be right with you. Okay, so now that we have an understanding on the dietary law, we are going to move on to the next portion of our temple. That will be our ceremonial law, and that has to do with something like our holy days, okay? So with the holy days, pretty self-explanatory. We have Feast of Dedication that we are currently in the midst of, and next holy day will be Purim, okay? So what I want you guys to do next is to color this temple up to ceremonial laws and color this temple up to ceremonial laws. Remember to use the light color here and the dark color here. Pause the video and I'll be right back with you, okay? All right, so now that you guys have your temples colored up to ceremonial laws, we are going to go to the next category, which will be moral laws, okay? Moral laws has to do with our character. If you guys can remember one of the videos, I had you guys make trees that had good characteristics and the other tree had bad characteristics, okay? So what I want you guys to think about is Galatians 5:22 through 23, which is the fruits of the Spirit: love, peace, patience, kindness, etc., okay? That's what we want to practice in order to become perfect, okay? So what I want you guys to do now is go ahead and color up to moral laws. Pause the video and I'll be right back with you, okay? All right, so now that you guys have your temples colored up to moral laws, the last category we are going to go over is civil laws. Civil laws has to do with how we treat each other. We want to treat each other with love. as the Bible instructs us to do. Remember that the Bible is our instruction manual. What it tells us to do, we are to do it to become perfect like Christ, okay? So with civil law, you want to think of brotherly love, love your neighbor, love your enemies, love, okay? That's how we practice civil law. So what I want you guys to do is go ahead and finish coloring your temples. Pause the video and I'll be right back with you. So we are back. You guys, picture should look like this, okay? Fully covered. We have this temple doing all righteous acts, good acts, and we have this temple not doing righteous, good acts, okay? When we do righteous acts, we are following the laws, statutes, and commandments. So we want our temples to be a light unto the Most High, okay? Not darkness, all right? One thing I want to mention to you guys is a term in the Bible in Revelations 3:16. It says that we are not to be lukewarm. Lukewarm is basically, just to put it in layman's terms, we cannot be celebrating holy days but eating unclean food like pig, okay? We can't be doing one or the other. We have to be fully committed to being a light unto the Most High, okay? So we want to follow all of the categories. Another thing I want to go over with you guys is in the Bible, it says in Hebrews that it behooved Christ that he came like us. Christ did not come like an angel, okay? He came like you and me, okay? Through the loins of his father, through the birth of his mother. So with that being said, he tells us to be ye perfect for the Father in heaven is perfect, okay? So it's possible to be perfect. We do not want anyone in this world to tell us that we cannot, because we can if we are following all of these categories, okay? Now, one last thing I want to discuss with you is Psalms, where it states that our names can be blotted out the book of life. Now, when you guys are born, your name is automatically put into the book of life, okay? But when you commit unrighteous things, your name starts to erase. So I want to show you guys an example of that. So you see how dark the name is. We're going to play like this is the book of life. And it says name there. So we're going to pretend that your name has just entered into the book of life, okay? So we're going to make it lighter, okay? Because you have committed a righteous act. So your name becomes lighter, okay? And then eventually, if you continue to commit righteous acts, unrighteous acts, your name will be blotted. It will no longer be in the book of life, okay? And that's where we want to be in order to make it to the kingdom, okay? So this is your drawing. I would recommend that you guys hang this in your room as a reminder that we can be perfect in this wicked world by following all of the categories of the law and being a light unto the Most High. I hope that gave you a good understanding of how to become perfect like Christ was perfect. He was also tempted like us, but he overcame. So we can overcome too, okay? So that is the end of the lesson today. I hope you enjoyed our coloring and the lesson today. What we are going to do next is I'm going to have a Holy Day game coming up that I'm going to do with my kids, and I will be posting that here shortly, okay? So if it's the Most High will, all praises to the Most High for this lesson. I will see you guys on the next video. Shalawam.